All right, so one last midnight playing a little bit of something. So I don't know if you want to jump on there and see if you can get the stream and see if you can hear me, if it's coming through correctly.
All right, I'll mute myself 1 second.
Yep. Hello, people. Hello, people. Hello. Can anybody hear me? Can you guys hear me 5x5? 5x5, by 5, by 5. Do you hear my microphone? Do you hear my microphone?
I can hear you, yeah.
You can hear me on the stream, DBA? Okay, everybody's saying yes. Yes. Okay, well, let's try this machine out here. You can see in the upper right-hand corner, left-hand corner, what my current frame rate is. Oh, because I started this with normal latency. That's why everybody is behind. Gotcha. Okay, launch. Launch. Can you guys hear DBA at all or no?
Hello, everybody. Are you visible?
Oh, sorry. Don't know. No. I am now, sir.
All right.
Need a magnifying glass to see frame rate? Right now it's 300 plus.
That is very nice.
Yeah, let's see how fast it grades. I'm curious.
And how low does it go?
Right. Jimmy Young! I haven't seen you in a while. Jimmy, how you doing, man? How's everybody's Father's Day? For those of you who are fathers, who have fathers that are still with us. My father was busy, so I called him. He's like, I gotta call you later. I'm like, okay, well, you know, you're losing out, buddy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's fun. Nothing says Happy Father's Day like I'll call you later.
I'll call you later, right? Well, you know, I tried. I was there. I was on it.
It's a thought that counts.
That's right. I was timely. How many hertz in my monitor? I don't know.
All right, I am landing.
We're down to 190.
Nice. I'm at 170.
Sweet.
But I'm not hosting.
For a host, I mean, you know, a host with the most. All right, well, let's
do stuff.
Let's just do it.
Quite a bit of resin right here at the base.
All right, I'll leave you to it. I found clay a little bit a ways away.
It's always nice. Usually when you need clay, you can't find it.
Right. The model of my monitor, it's actually kind of old. Can you still do the salvage missions? I'm not sure. I haven't tried since I finished it. I'll be honest with you. The monitor's an Asus monitor, or an Asus monitor, or however the hell you want to pronounce it. It's an MX 279, but it's the older model. I actually had to get a new model and a newer model of it, and I'm gonna send it back because white is not white. White is a little bit off-white. And I'm sorry, I'm real finicky about my colors.
Yeah. Is there a temperature setting or something you could change?
I did. I changed it all, and I couldn't find anything. Couldn't find anything worth it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess I'd have to go into just the RGB values and start mucking with the RGB values, but...
No, you shouldn't have to do that.
Shouldn't have to do that. Armand, yeah, I was actually looking at a gaming monitor, but they're freaking $900 for a gaming monitor. Something with the refresh rate that was in like, I think it was like 2 something or something.
Oh yeah? Is that what's special about a gaming monitor, is a refresh rate?
Yeah. It's one of the newest Asus gaming monitors. I couldn't believe how expensive it was. And maybe these were that price when I bought it. I have no idea because I bought these when they just came out. So I do remember spending some coin for all three, but I don't remember spending 3,000. I don't think I spent 3,000. I think I spent 1,000 for all three.
Yeah, I'm a projector man.
Projector. Jimmy, 24th, bud. In a few days. I might be able to get access to an early build. There's no 100% confirmation on that. I won't be able to show it. I'll be under what do you call that? An embargo until the update goes live. But at least I'll be able to make some content so that when it comes out, I can explain to you guys how to use sensors, and repeaters, and stuff like that. What were we saying, DBA?
Stuff, the banger.
Yeah.
What's that called?
I think it's Auto Extractor.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Chris, you managed to finally catch the stream? Probably should be working now. Just listen to me like a radio. Oh, I should probably be recording this video so I can see what the quality of the video is and stuff. I'm off looking for power, if you're curious.
Okay, well, if you can... I'll be base boss if you want to make sure you get us a couple of bytes so that I can turn on our stuff.
I'm just doing baby bites while I'm looking for power, is that alright?
Yeah, it works. Just trying to get that first 500 for our large B.
I know.
We're almost there.
We got one of those iron RNGs that are just like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing around.
Well, I've got a stupid amount of resin over here, so... If this was an Iron Man save, we'd be happy.
Found you a storage.
I'll take it. You know, I love storage.
See, I can see. Oh, wait, whoa. Okay, hold on. I'm coming back with better. Everybody's excited for the update. I'm pretty thrilled for the update too. I am pretty static, you know, the amount of things that are coming out. What's interesting is if you listen to Joe at all during his streams, he's alluding to the fact that there's more in this than what they've shown. So we're not getting the whole picture yet.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty fascinating to see what they come up with, you know, outside of the whole thumper auto arm, the changes to the base pieces that are allowing for the automation, and then the repeater and the sensors along with that.
Yeah.
I seem to think that there's... I get the impression there's just a little bit more, but then again, I might be totally off base with this.
Well, I watched your video, and one thing that caught my attention was logic is coming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I spent so much time on that video. I could have spent probably like another 3 or 4 hours just cutting out things that Aaron and Joe, and there was another developer on. She wasn't talking that much. Had talked about with this particular build that's coming out. And I don't know, I probably didn't do the update video justice, but if you have, I think it's 2 hours and 40 minutes, and and honestly, it's probably more like 2 hours, because I think there is a section in there where Joe kind of goes away for a little bit and then comes back. In the beginning, I think it's like 20 minutes of dead air, and then there's another place where he's waiting for Veronica, and he goes away for about 20 minutes or so. So it's probably realistically 2 hours. In that 2 hour video, there is just an absolute dump of information. There's so much information that's dumped that it's hard to process. And I was taking notes and stopping and restarting the video and doing all that stuff. And I was still missing. I was focusing on things that they were saying, things that they were hinting at, and getting lost in the conversation and not taking notes and having to go back and retake more notes. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
The biggest update since 1.0. There you go, friend. I found one of those laying around. You should have enough bites now.
Thank you. Yep, I've unlocked the platform B. Now I need to get a smelter. Okay, got a smelter.
Do I have a Discord? Yes, it's in the description below. There should be a link in the description below. And yeah, I encourage people to go on the Discord, because I post when I go live on the... Typically it's 8:30, but you know, you get to find out what the game is, and if I want people to join and that type of stuff.
Yep.
What is new comp mean? New computer. So I just got a new computer, not more than, I think it was Wednesday or something. Came on Wednesday. But I've been in the process of moving files over, installing applications, and I finally got to the point at the end of the day yesterday where I could... Let me drop off my resin too. Where I could actually start configuring stuff. And so that's what I've been doing a little bit today. Not as much as I want to, but I gotten to the point where I can turn on a stream and see if the stream was working. So this is the first stream test for this new computer. I'm running at 210 frames on the new machine, and I'm hosting one person.
Which is pretty good.
Which is pretty good.
Weren't you down at 30 before?
30, 10. Yes. Well, last Midnight Radio on the air. Sweet, right? Let me, I'll tab over to Discord. I haven't seen Nerd in a while. What's have you heard anything from Nerd?
I think he said stuff in Discord.
The Discord server isn't in the description? Locally hosted, not dedicated serving. I'm testing the co-op with this machine. Yeah, it might not be in the description. Hold on, let me just check the description really fast. Oops, hold on. Let me get some oxygen. Oh yeah, everything's not even configured correctly. So I'm under entertainment instead of gaming. Let's fix that problem. Let's put in Astroneer. Okay. Let me open up. So this is all the challenges of getting a new machine, right? You go on, you get your machine configured, you install new software, you configure that, and you don't really think about all these little things, like the configuration of all these pieces of software until you get a new computer and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, the little things that you set them once and never have to change them.
Yeah. I mean, like, you just hope to God that you don't delete it along the way or something like that. And
What's up, guys?
dude,
Oh, hello.
what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Come on in. I'm testing the new comp.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you want to join?
What are you doing? What are you join what?
What are you doing? Just playing a little.
I was away from my computer. Oh, I see.
Just playing a little Astroneer and all right, check the check the description now. It should be in the description now, right? No, it didn't save it. Oh, because I didn't hit save. Derp. Hey, you're so smart. Dang it. I just got done putting in all that garbage. I'm standing out here. Dying here. I'm dying here.
Do you save your descriptions in a folder on your computer?
Yeah, I have. And you know, because I've used it so much, I have Notepad usually on the bottom down there, so I just right click on it and open up the last description file that I've saved, and I can get access to easy information. But yeah, no, not this time. Okay, I saved. Is this made for kids? No. It's not made for kids. Go away. Okay, good.
Bad kids.
Bad kids. No kids here. It's a nude machine. For sure it's a nude machine. It's totally naked. Alright, should be in the description now. Should be in the description now. Thank you for being patient with me. I got to do my standard Father's Day thing, which is go and mow the lawn.
Oh.
I know, right?
That's so fun.
I know, it's starting to turn into a tradition.
That's what I should have done today. I didn't.
Yeah, my neighbor is selling their house, and so they actually sold it. The neighbor sold it, but the real estate agent, and she seems like a nice lady. She came by and she saw me mowing one day, and she said, you know, would your kids like to mow my lawn? And because my kids were mowing, and she goes, I'll pay them $30 every time they mow.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, I know. It's like, damn, I remember getting like $10 and being happy.
Yeah, lucky.
And so, of course, my younger son was like, I don't know how he heard it, but he was like, as soon as she got done talking, he's like, did she say we're going to make $30? Yeah, that's what she said. So they got to do their first mow today, and I helped them out a little bit.
Cool.
Nice. Should let him keep all $30.
They're going to split it, yeah. Miko, you can watch, man. I mean, Ash, you know, YouTube's supposed to be for 13 plus. If you read the whole thing. But you know what? I don't care. I have kids watch. But this is not intended for kids. Not made specifically for kids.
But we try to be nice.
Yeah, we don't use any profanity or anything. Well, sometimes. Sometimes I get a little goofy and stuff slips out, but you know, it is what it is, my friends. I did notice that my new machine, it's been here on my desk as I've been configuring it, and I've got a switch that'll allow me to switch between one computer to the next. And it's been running nice and cool. And now that I put it on the ground, though, I notice it's not getting enough airflow.
Ah.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to elevate it and put it on some blocks or something.
Sounds like a plan.
Anything particular we need, we're just early on, grab what you can, right?
Early on,
Right,
Magic
well,
Hand. I'm about to go.
You.
You said you have a smelter?
Yep.
Okay, let me get some copper and then I'll go into the cave after I have a light.
All right. Sounds good. I was just about to ask Nerd to do the same thing, so.
Any suggestions for setting in game in order to get better frames? You have a pretty beefy computer, but it still caps out at... Oh god, I can't read and go to the... Almost fell into a giant abyss hole. And I have not made a canister for myself. That dumb. There's really no... You know, I thought my last computer was a pretty beefy computer. But... Yeah. When you're doing the co-op stuff... I don't know what to tell you. It's just really hard to get a good frame rate because you're hosting, you're passing data around, and you're having to render and all that nastiness. Typically 2 hours would bring me down to my knees, would bring my old computer down to its knees. I mean, it was something that would just... Brett, thanks for the subscription. I'd get down to like 20, sometimes 8, you know, depending on what people are doing, like sliding and stuff.
Yeah, sliding is fun.
The only thing that I could suggest is you know, you turn off the anti-aliasing, you turn off all that stuff. The shadows. Go down to like low stuff. Warfrat! What's up, bud? Join us if you have time. I just kind of tested out this machine. I'd love to have 4 in here to kind of see what frame rate we're going to get. Just drop to 100. But anything above 60 is fine, so... I don't need like 300 frames. Your eye only processes what, 90?
I thought for VR you had to have 120 or you started to feel sick.
120?
Yeah, I think that was the magic number. I don't know. It was some number that was higher than the normal number.
Yeah, it was some bigger number anyway.
Hope everybody has a great Father's Day. Thank you, Vanessa. Really appreciate that. Very kind words. Doing well. Hung out with the boys. Ooh, dude. I found it. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
No, no!
What'd you find?
A solar panel.
Let me see it. Let me sniff it. Let me
Let's
smell
whap it. Look, it's waving at you. It's waving at you.
I remember when I used to have a solar panel.
Back in the day. I was watching this incredible video of this guy who's living off the grid. And he took the motor out of a washing machine and then turned around and hooked it up to, I mean, he did some stuff with it, but ultimately what he's doing, he was taking water from a creek and was shooting it into this barrel contraption that he made, and it was spinning this washing machine motor, and it was producing electricity for him. And this particular unit that he went to go repair it, he said it had been running nonstop for 10 years, and all of his power has come off of this particular washing machine unit. And
Wow.
so, yeah, and so he ripped it apart. He actually did a video of how to do this, and he showed the components inside of the washing machine that are essentially a generator. All you have to do is make some minor modifications to it, and as it spins, it'll generate electricity. So I thought it was really impressive. I was floored by that. And so he has that power going into some deep cell batteries, and that's it.
I'm not familiar with that term. What is a deep cell battery?
It's like a marine battery. It's if you're living off the grid or you're running marine equipment, like a boat, the batteries hold more power. They're able to produce more electricity, and they recharge on their own. Most batteries recharge on their own, but these do better, more. And so you take these deep cells and you chain them together, like 3 or 4 of them together, and then you run them into your power system. You can run your house off of it, or your motorhome. Most motorhomes and all that are running off of the deep cell batteries. They're expensive as all get out. I think mine cost me like 300 and something for my deep cell.
Wow.
But they
What
last.
do you
they're
use yours
supposed-
for?
They're supposed to like last forever. My outboard motor. I use it for my outboard motor. Oh, hey! Shame on you. Motor and generator are the same. The only difference is the output. Well, there you go. So anyways, he took that washing machine motor and turned it into free energy.
Pretty cool.
I'm really impressed by those guys. Yeah, I mean that's like I got into a series called Mountain Men. You ever see that series?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have.
I love that. I love that series. And so these are guys that are living in Alaska or living in Appalachia, right? Or I think there was one guy that was in Montana or something. And they're kind of, you know, I don't want to say Grizzly Adam in it like in a negative way, but they're that type of guy, right? They live off of nature. They
Living off the land, yeah.
living off the land and not paying the man, you know. Most of them are anti-government guys, and they make some impressive stuff. Eustace in North Carolina. This guy is pure on like Renaissance man. I mean, you ask for it, he'll grab himself a lathe. I mean, this guy makes his own houses and stuff out of like trees. You know, he'll take the wood, he'll turn it into beams. I mean, I'm talking log houses. He'll take a beam out the wood, he'll build it up. Well, if you listen to him, it's kind of interesting that he wasn't paying taxes, and so people were trying to steal his land. But if you listen to some of his other conversations he's had with other people, that particular region that he was in is very touristy now. And so people have been building cabins up in there and condos up in there, and
Yeah, it's getting really popular up there. It's kind of a artistic community. Kind of
right. And he absolutely feels that whoever, some big multi-conglomerate company or something, really started going after him because what they really wanted is him to default on his land so they can take his land. And I guess he's had his land for like 100-something years, his family land or something. It's a huge part of North Carolina. A very, very, pristine spot to be in.
Yeah, it's practically virgin forests up there, some areas up there.
Yeah, but Eustace, he's like
Deep.
pure on, Renaissance man. Eustace and his buddy. What was his buddy's name?
Yeah, he had some guy used to help him.
Some guy helping out. It was just like totally him,
It was an old guy. I think he was a guy in Montana or whatever. And this guy would like go out on out in the snow trapping, and his he would break down out there, and it's like if he didn't repair what he had, he'd die out there.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking. He's like really old, right?
Yeah, really old.
Yeah,
gray,
really old guy.
Gray beard guy.
Yeah, and his whole thing was tanning.
Yeah.
He'd bring these skins back in. Beaver is a guy who hits two rocks together and is able to shape the rock into like a knife. And so he's all like, yeah, I did one. I watched the one video where he did a knife and he's like, yeah, I could sell this for $300 and something. And somebody wanted me to make this knife for that. Really impressive guy. I mean, but he was like really up there in age. Let me cut down. You don't mind if I go back here?
No, anywhere you want.
Anywhere I want. Okay. Except can I take some of this? I need some. Just come right back here. Yeah, the one that really impressed me was that the lady that was in Alaska that was running like a gas station in the middle of nowhere for planes. It was a layover for these pilots who were doing extreme deliveries in Alaska. And oops, no, cancel. Dang it. And she got chewed on by a bear or something. One of the I wish I remember what it was called. But at any rate, so she's got this airfield that she takes care of. She buys fuel, she buys provisions. She's got these buildings that people can come and spend the night if the weather is bad on their way to wherever they're going in Alaska. And so she rents that stuff off, and that's her business. And I guess it's extremely popular business during the busy season. So, and anyways, in the non-busy season, in wintertime, she's got to keep all this stuff running. And so one of the winners... Oops, somebody just disconnected. Oh, no, they didn't. I disconnected it. Sorry. One of the winners, some bear came by. Hungry bear, wasn't hibernating. I guess he was too hungry. That was what she was suspecting, is that he was too hungry. And decided to go through the side of her building, which is not made out of steel or anything. It's actually made out of heavy-duty insulated material. And started chewing on her. And so she was able to scare the bear away somehow. But then she had to, like, wait around a couple days for the weather to clear before she could get a pilot up there to drag her butt to the hospital. That'd be amazing, right?
Wow. But
she was just the whole time she was telling this story, and she's showing scars and everything. She's all like, I wouldn't live any other way, this is my life, and this is what I do for a living, and dang it, I'm gonna do it until I get completely eaten. But you could tell she was traumatized from it, because at one point in that video, she was walking around showing her gun collection, which is significant now. She's like, I got this after the bear attack. I got this after the bear attack.
Jeez.
That's just crazy to me. Well, that's like he wasn't called the Bear Whisperer. He was Grizzly something. The guy who supposedly could talk to bears.
Is that the one that eventually got eaten by a bear?
Eaten by a bear, yeah. Not only him, his girlfriend got eaten by the bear too. Herner Worsfog did the documentary on it. I like Herner Wurzvog's documentaries. And he actually has, because this guy was an avid videographer, he has a video of them getting eaten by the bear.
Yeah, that's right. They were live videoing.
They were live videoing it.
Interaction with a bear, and
Yeah.
it didn't work out.
Yeah, and so in Warner, I think that's how you pronounce his name, said that look, I'm not going to show it. This video is not about me showing that, but let's just put it this way: it's gruesome, and you know.
Yeah.
Oh, what was alligator hunter guy or whatever his name was, the Aussie guy. I mean, just a freak accident with a stingray got him in the heart
Stingray,
with
yeah.
with the stinger, you know. Which normally, if he would have got hit anywhere else, it wouldn't have killed him. But because he got hit in the heart with it, the poison went directly to his heart and wiped him out. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he just died just instantly, almost. I have no idea where I am. These planets are so small now, you can't see.
Oh, yeah. I didn't yell at Joe about that. I was too worked up about other things. I had an hour conversation with Joe, and like the first 15 minutes I was laying into it. I was ticked, dude.
Yeah.
And so, and then, you know, he talked to me about their thought process behind the whole thing and all that. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I get where you're coming from, but I think you're wrong. And some of the things that he was saying to me was, you know, kind of in agreement with me in some ways. So, but yeah, I forgot to tell him that. Stop shrinking the damn planets.
You found any aluminum yet?
I'm coming up with it right now.
All right.
So what are we, 37 minutes in, down to 97 frames, started at 300. But, you know, for me, this is great. For hosting. I mean, this is amazing. Can't wait for the in-game store. I really like some of the items in the in-game store.
I know. It's a little pricey.
A little pricey, but really nice.
Well, in addition to the little pricey, there's also the buying a second currency that I don't like.
Yes, I agree. It should be just,
you know,
money transaction.
Yeah, 99 cents or $1.99 or whatever it is to get my thing. I don't want to have to spend $5.99 and then spend 100 points of the 500 that I bought.
Yeah, right.
Right, and be stuck with 50 qubits forever.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Well, I jumped on him about the whole Nitrado thing. That's exactly the way Nitrado is set up, where you got to buy some bitty bits, and you don't spend. Look, you're charging me $5. Just charge me $5. All right. Don't give me that garbage where you're going to charge me. I have to put in credits, and then. I mean, Nitrado's a complete scam. The way that they have their setup, complete scam.
Yeah.
Because they do it in a way where you cannot afford to do it on a single transaction. The max that you can do will not get you your server, so you actually have to do multiple transactions, and you get dinged for it. You get charged a fee for it, for the transactions.
Really?
Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed. That's why I was pissed that one night. I was pissed. But I showed the scale. I let Joe that this should go up. It should go up higher. And the discounts should be better. And I was actually wrong. There is no discount. You are getting some free...
You get like an extra 500.
Yeah, you get an extra 500, which is...
You buy 25.
Which is $4.99 or something like that.
Yeah, they're like a penny each. That's what it comes out to.
Yeah, and I still honestly think that as I purchase more, the price should be less. It should be like anything else. Any other virtual currency. And it's, you know, I was like, didn't you guys look at like gambling games? Because gambling games they do it, I think they do it the best for microtransactions. I mean, not only do they give you like a big discount to begin with, but then if you change your mind, you're about to leave, they'll give you even more of a discount. And like, because they know it's just a freaking virtual item. It doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah.
You spend $20 on a virtual item? I want a t-shirt with it.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about other games that had the in-game store and how they handle it. And I don't think I've bought anything off of Blizzard, but they have an in-game store, and I think you just pay. There's no secondary currency. It's just, you know, if you want this mount, you pay, you know, whatever the price is. If you want a character transfer, you pay whatever the price is.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that either. I guess the thing that I felt so bothered by was the point in the live stream where somebody asks, how much does it cost for everything? And they bailed on Veronica sidestepped that question. And I thought that was bullcrap. They missed an absolute opportunity to say, yeah, it's going to cost you $300, but here's why it's going to cost you $300. Because these are quality products. These are, you know, so on and so forth. They completely missed the opportunity, and they made it feel a little bit unclean. It almost felt like it was scammy at that point. It's like, if you're embarrassed about your dollar value, then there is something wrong with your store. If you're not proud of what the dollar value is in there, then you really need to evaluate what's going on with your store. You should have no problem saying, yeah, it's $300. And that reason why is because we spent, you know, X number of hours on this, and it's good stuff. It's good quality. It's, you know, whatever. They should justify it.
And there's a whole lot of it. I mean, there's a lot. Looks like there's a lot of stuff in there.
Kevin, what's this stream about? It's about me testing my machine. That's really all it is. We're playing Astroneer.
New machine.
Testing my new machine. I'm kind of venting too about some of the stuff that's going on in Astroneer. We're talking about, you know, people who live off the land. You know, that type of stuff. Game we talking about? Astroneer. At this moment in time. We might start talking about Mickey Mouse next. I have no idea, man. Just, you know, grab your boots and hold on. I get where they're coming from. I almost, you know, want to say, get off your high horse with this. We give away our content for free, and we're looking for some other way to generate revenue. You know, there is an already predefined way that revenue is generated for software companies. It's called DLCs. I mean, it's there.
Yeah, it's not a dirty word.
Everybody is already bought into this concept. They're familiar with what the concept is. You know, it's all there. And I can tell you now, I'm a fan of the City Skylines, and sometimes some of their DLCs are purely cosmetic. It's not, you know, it's not functional. What they have, like radio packs or something like that, where they add some music channels or something in there. You know, so I'm comfortable with the fact of saying, oh, it's a DLC and I want it, I don't want it, and this is how I'm going to support you, right? This is your way of making more money for whatever future development you have or games that you got going. Man, I know you don't want to break the code base. You don't want to branch it into DLC, non-DLC. Maybe that is... I don't know. But you know what? This is kind of like industry standard. It's like me making a Windows game and deciding to put the close, minimize, maximize button in a completely different place because I don't like following standards. Yeah, season pass. Right, get a season pass or something. Right, that's another concept. season pass, battle pass, whatever you want to call it. That's another way that you could support the game, and maybe even like they tie that into, you know, the cosmetic thing. Every month that I support with my battle pass or my season pass, I accrue from a satisfactory kind of standpoint some sort of ticket or something, and I could spend that ticket on something really cool, some cosmetic thing cool. And you know, the way that it's encouraging me to stick around and continue to pay my subscription, my battle pass, my whatever, is that some of these really cool elite items are like 4 or 5 of these, you know, tickets or something. And so I'd have to build them up and continue to pay over a couple months before I get this really cool item. I mean, that's another way to do it without, you know, having to turn around and throw down, what, $20 something for that suit. And that was on discount. That's it, I'm done.
Yeah. Now, all that said, I don't have a problem with them doing this.
No, I don't.
I mean, it's cool. Some people were, you know, I saw some commenters that were just really ticked. It's like, nah, you should be spending your time on content instead of this. Blah blah blah. It's like, well, come on. You know, like, I get it. You know,
No, my objection is mainly I don't like the intermediary thing. I like to, you know what I mean? If I want to buy the crown, which is what, $150?
Yeah.
I should be able to spend $150 and not have to do anything else.
Right.
Or the mohawk, or the, you know, the other cool looking things that they had in their list.
Right. Instead of buy 200 of them, and then you're stuck with 50 that you don't want. And you know why? Just why?
Right. Sorry, I had to step away from it because my office is starting to smell ozone-y.
Oh yeah, new computer? Or is it your battery?
No, the battery's finally, like, smell is gone in the battery. But I think the computers are finally getting up to a temperature. The new computer's getting up to a temperature. It's giving off a little bit of that new ozone-y smell, which is fine. Like I said, I put it on the ground. It's not having enough ventilation, so I think I'm going to need to elevate it. Sure.
Well, I've gotten in the habit of elevating all of my stuff. My dad had a episode where his basement flooded, and he had his computers on his floor. Ouch. And that was not pretty.
Ouch. You're not in the basement though, right?
No, but it's just habit at this point. All right, well, we almost have our shuttle ready, so somebody want to volunteer to go get stuff?
Yeah, I'll go. Well, let me digging my way out here.
Do you have 2 shuttles or no?
Well, I'm just finishing printing the first one, so I can make a second one, but it prints a little slow.
Okay, I'll take the second one. What do you want? Do you want me to grab some more stuff? I have more laterite on me, but I can find more.
Well, I found more, but certainly bring that up. At this point, I don't know that we really need anything on this planet.
Okay.
Not going to turn anything down. Anything you bring back is going to be worth it. But
okay. I was been running the caves down here, finding a bunch of research and kind of creating a couple miles of tethers. I've dropped down to 86, but still, and still better. At this point in time, I would be sitting on 20.
Yeah.
Like 20 frames or something.
Well, I'm curious when it'll get stable. If it'll, drop to 86 and then stay there, or if you play long enough, will it eventually go all the way back to 20?
Right. Well, I definitely want to go 2 planets, so as soon as we go 2 planets, let's see what the stress of it is then. And then also, it'd be interesting to see if you guys have less problems because my machine is able to handle the communication a little bit better.
Yeah.
Are you going to see less problems with the shuttles? Are you going to see less problems with, backpack stuff or any of that? I'm wondering if that has a lot to do with how the host machine is handling the communication.
It's possible. All right, first shuttle is ready.
Okay. I'm within sight of base. Coming back with a present for DBA.
Oh, is it more power?
Yeah, in a way, yes.
In a way.
I found you
All
a
right.
medium.
Oh.
Found you a medium generator.
Yes, that's my favorite.
I know you like them.
So what's up with the face cam? Meaning not seeing a face cam? Is that what you're saying? I can't get my camera to work. So that's something I need to figure out what's going on. I think I need to install a driver or something has control of it. That's not rendering in slobs. I will be converting over just regular to OBS. And then from there, getting another tool to be able to handle points and all that stuff. I think Streamlabs OBS puts an enormous amount of overhead with the additional stuff that they have in there. It's almost too much.
Yeah.
At least for my old computer, I think it was too much. I mean, this computer, I'm clearly not having any issues yet. I went to go try the Minecraft RTX. I guess the demo's over. Just too bad. Now that I have an RTX machine, I guess the beta is over.
Now, what was that?
The RTX?
Yeah.
It's ray trace something. There's another abbreviation for that, which is it just renders more realistically, right? So your clouds and your lighting and the way that items are rendering on the ground and all of that good stuff is rendering almost like real life. It's getting to the point where photorealism in games is coming.
But you were getting photorealism in Minecraft?
Yeah, with the RTX demo, it's photorealistic.
Nice.
Have I tried the grounded demo yet? No, I just got up and running. My entire week, except for Friday, when I spent that time making the video, has been focused completely on getting this machine configured. And so that's what I've been doing. And so I just got to the point today. I transferred over the hardware, which was the remaining items that I needed. And I go from there. We don't have the drill yet?
I have not unlocked it, no.
Oh, you wanted the okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
I did the oxygenator.
Yeah. Probably
Did we...
probably gonna need a drill though.
All right, we can unlock it.
I have one thing of soil if you want to.
Hold on 1 second. Do you want a oxygenator, or you just want soil? Or not? Yeah, my brain's not working. Oxygenator or drill, or just a drill?
You unlocked the oxygenator already though.
Yes.
I will
I'm
take-
getting ready to print one.
Okay, I will take both and a little A or something.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Where are you going?
Do we want quartz? I'm gonna go Calidor. Do we want quartz? Let's get quartz. We'll get some quartz.
Where you want me to go, DBA? Glacio?
Sure. Where'd
Oh,
where'd
you
that
did-
generator go? Okay, there it
Right
is.
there.
Boise Triathlete, what's going on, buddy? How'd slip faster? This is just a test stream. Slipping boys! Yeah, just testing. Just a test stream. I've gotten to the point where I can actually do live streaming on the new computer. So that's good.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Here's your quartz for your beacon if you want it. I'm gonna put it next to your
Thank you,
shuttle.
thank
here.
you, thank you.
Can I have one of these ceramics?
Yep. Those are open for whoever needs them.
Okay. Drill mod here.
Oops. Need to pick it up. And I've got 2 washinators and 2 A's over here.
I'm off.
All right.
I should probably take a storage too, so I can fill up and bring back. Let's see.
Oh, that's smart.
Any resin around? I'll go
Nope,
get-
I think we used it all up. You got 1 on your back, but
Yeah, I've got one on my drill too. I can make one. There we go. Printer.
Of course, I'm flying in space. I got back up to 200 frames a second.
nice.
Laters, gators.
Catch you later.
Oh, that dropped me down to 18. You must have been taken off.
Yeah, I just launched.
Just for a fraction of a second, but still. Dropped me down to 18 frames. Wow. I can't even imagine what the servers are going through.
Well, theoretically, they're not rendering the game, though.
True.
Right?
That's true. No UI. Ooh, I found it. I found it. I found it.
What'd you find?
Look for me.
Nice.
What took you so long?
Dude, that was pretty quick, man. No, not a lot. Maybe one piece. Come on, that's a cheese ball. Yep, a single solitary piece. Not like the field that we found the other day. Found closet too, though.
Nice.
Okay. Back to my shuttle. Oh, hey, give me that back. I don't have huge points around me, but I'll grab what I can.
All right. Works for me.
Yeah, 24th for the new update. Sorry I haven't been reading, guys. I've been kind of focused on this stuff. Can I go through this? What's this through here? You see yourself dropping another 100 hours into the game? Man, I see way a ton more than that. I mean, just trying to figure out how to, you know, put all the sensors and the repeaters and stuff together in as many different ways as humanly possible to make some really cool stuff.
Yep. That's gonna be cool. Yep, I see some big projects coming.
And I'm sure there's like going to be a huge difference between survival and the creative, because with those plinths, man, I don't know if that you can automate the plinths or not, but if you can, phew, really going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, I'm thinking of Scrap Mechanic, where watching some of these boards that some of these guys have made where, you know, it'll spawn something when you walk through a certain point.
Right.
You know, to have it spawn dynamite or a giant boulder, or, you know, whatever. But probably only work in creative, but still.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to set up. I think you're going to be able to create some really fascinating tracks based off of, you know, some of these. Now, I don't know if they have like a trigger sensor, like I walk over it and it triggers something. If that's not part of it, which I don't think it is right now, I'm hoping that that gets added in, because that whole event trigger, you know, I don't know if you have to interact with the button specifically to get it to work, or if it's something that you can just cross over to get it to fire.
Oh. I have to wait and see.
Yep.
What is it, 3 days?
3 days. I'm hoping I get early access to it to start getting some content ready.
That'd be nice.
All right, come on. I need some resin here. You're hiding resin from me. The whole crater doesn't have any resin in it.
Looks like I'm getting pretty good frame rate. Yes, I right now it's like 116. Which is significant. I mean, for doing a co-op, this is significant. This is not typical for me.
Okay, whoever is on Glacier is slacking.
Why is that?
I've
Oh,
been at like
yeah.
800 bytes for forever.
Yeah, I was out getting some hematite on the surface.
I will not
And
accept excuses.
And I cannot run far without resin. I can't find resin. I'm going to die. Not much of a suicide run if you can't.
I don't find resin. Right.
And found compound. I can't even tether down my ramp. There's no juicy.
The spec of the machine, I'll have something on the specs. I'll do a video or something. I'll do a video on the machine when it's done. When I finally have everything configured and all my applications I can turn on and run at the same time. I'm having some problems right now. Like, can't get my camera to work inside of Streamlabs. I don't know what's going on with that. And so there's a couple things I need to work on. I have to make sure that I've got all my save games transferred over. So the ones that are not on the cloud, I definitely have access to.
Okay, I'll die here.
Make sure I cycle through 1.2 million colors instead of just green. Okay. Okay. I got that software that you recommended though. That's cool. That I could change the NVIDIA stuff. So I did that. That was fun. All right, I'm gonna come back for you. I was gonna hang around a little bit more to get something else, but I'm coming back, sir.
All right, sounds good.
I can make my way over to Glacio if
I'm
necessary.
carrying my platform and oxygenator with me.
Okay.
That's all I can do until it's weird.
That's one way to do it.
There's no
Oh, damn.
need a rescue.
Not if you put down a beacon. If you put down a beacon and moved your shuttle, I'm coming to you and I'm going to take your shuttle. I'll bring you back a thruster.
Hold on a second. I didn't move the shuttle, but I can.
I was thinking Glacio. Last thing I was thinking was Glacio and I clicked it. Did you put down a beacon at all?
Yeah, the beacon's down. It's to the north. Over on the right. The shuttle is moved.
I'm going to drop a pile of resin here for you, okay?
Oh, sweet.
You got about 8 or 9 or something.
That's good because I've got 0.
There we go. We got all my resin. I'm gonna take your stuffs. Okay.
Yeah. There's some Titanite there, and there's some hematite there.
I'll come back with a thruster.
It's beautiful. And since that's going back now, I can just go ahead and go on a bike run.
Okay. Mindy, how you doing? Jeff, how you doing? Kitty, Michael, Mr. Dude. O'Keel? Is that how you pronounce that? Sorry if I butchered it. Okay. Silva. Eric, how you doing? Sorry, I haven't been watching chat. I've just been kind of... This is a test for me, so... I'm just kind of derping around, making sure things work. Pretty satisfied so far.
Satisfied with your care?
Yeah, hour 12 minutes. I'm in space, looking at 137 frames. For all you fathers that are watching, happy Father's Day.
How's your dad doing? Midnight doing okay?
I called him. He told me he was busy. Call him. He was I know. I got dogged, man.
Classic.
He's like, I gotta call you right back. And so I sent him a text message like an hour later. I said, you know what? Happy Father's Day. I'll call you tomorrow. I know you're busy. All right, sir. I have some serious stuff.
All right. Well, started it smelting.
Yep. I will start one of the three each, and I will leave these here for you to choose what you want to... in what order you want these processed.
All right.
Can I get a thruster and go back and save nerd?
Yep.
I'm
You're gonna need two thrusters, right?
Yeah.
Give me a second. If I was smart, I would have printed it already, but I got the ingredients at least.
Okay.
First one is printing.
Go. Still doing the weird hover thing before landing? I know, right? You want to get the next one going too?
Yeah, sorry, got distracted.
Nacho, what's going on, bud? Mindy, your dad passed. Sorry to hear that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it happens. I get old. Mine's getting old too.
Yeah, I lost mine some years ago. They're one to a customer.
Yep. Asher, what's going on, bud? The new canisters are going to make things so much more organized. Yeah, they're also going to cut down on, you know, just the quantity of items that have to get registered. Natural Bornsters, happy Father's Day to you. Thanks, bud. I hope you're having a good one, too. Mine is, my typicals. I don't know how it started as a tradition, but go mow the lawn. That has been, for the last couple years, has been my Father's Day deal. Go mow the lawn.
Well, as long as you don't mind it.
Nah, it's okay. Outdoors is outdoors. Natural, you went to your father's grave, and you went to your mom's, and she has a 2-inch steak for me for Father's Day? Nice. Way to get hooked up there.
Yeah, I don't remember getting invited over for a 2-inch steak.
All right. Like, hey, Mom. Time for the steak. Do you have kids that do that for me? Yeah, they're just not old enough yet. They're getting there though. They're getting to the age. They did do some work out there. They don't do it all. My neighbor is selling a house, and the real estate agent asked my boys to mow the lawn, and so they did that. I mean, while they're out there mowing, I'm weed whacking and, you know, doing all the other stuff, like, you know, doing the grass trim and all those little things, you know, that make the grass look good. Like Glacia's supposed to have wind power, man.
I canceled it.
I gave you a new thruster, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Or DBA gave you a new thruster, however you want to look at it.
Yeah. Delivery.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I gave it to my totally reliable delivery service.
Yeah.
I'm a member of DBA Prime, so I get the thrusters quick.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Chinese comedian, and he's talking about Prime. So, like, how much faster do you want? You want Prime now? You want it like 2 seconds after you order it. You want somebody to come to your house, stuff the food in your mouth. Prime! Prime!
I swear I get some stuff next day now.
Yeah, absolutely. We just had a freaking huge warehouse open up down the road from us, an Amazon warehouse. Totally changed the street pattern. Now there's a friggin' ton of Amazon trucks driving around. Alright, where'd you find that hematite? I'm gonna get a double shot to DBA of titanite and hematite.
I can't remember which direction it was. It was up the hill.
Up
Not
the
far
hill.
from the base, though. Or not far from the landing spot.
Alright.
There's a couple of them laying up there that I dropped to after you left.
Yeah, I took those. Did you, you said you didn't find any resin up here?
Not in the, not in that crater that I landed in.
This is a suck crater, dude.
Yeah, I know. There's no compound either.
There's no compound, right. I just saw that too. No compound.
And it's a good thing you brought me some, 'cause I had to run for a long time down here. I went through about 3 or 4 resins before I found more down in the cave here.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty scary place.
Alaskan, how you doing?
Especially without an O2 tank. You go through.
Right. I mean, these massive deposits of like hematite. Can you imagine putting one of the thumpers on that thing?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he said 15 to 16 times the quantity, and the ones, the big ones, where you turn around and get like, you know, 30 or 40 out of it to begin with. This is going to be a ton of resources.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, put one of those big canisters on there.
Dude, I found resin right where your hematite was.
Did you?
Yeah, just up the hill.
I just had to turn around and run. I was about to suffocate.
I don't think it's much, but a little bit. All right, DBA coming back with another spattering of goods for you.
All right, sounds good. Trying to get a atmospheric condenser going.
Nice.
I think you're up to about 10,000 bytes so far.
Thank you for the Father Day wishes, Alaskan. Appreciate that. Get drone delivery service. How's the new PC? It's going pretty well. I mean, I'm running, I didn't look at what I was on the planet, but when I get up here in space, I'm at like 140. I'll tell you when I hit Silva what I'm at. I think I'm still in like the 90s, 80, 90s now. Which is respectable. When I run it solo, I'm 200 frames a second. I haven't even tried like the big one games yet, like Red Dead. I just can't wait to see what this machine's gonna do for Red Dead. I think I'm gonna be able to max every single thing out.
That'll be nice.
You're gonna see his nose hairs or something. You know, it's just gonna be so much detail. It's like I don't want that much detail.
Watch his beard grow.
Watch his beard grow, right? Since there's no extra storage, I'm just gonna deposit on the ground here.
Okay, that's fine. I'm working on it.
Yep.
Actually, if you go down the line, there are some empty storages towards the end of the line,
Got it. Found it.
and I'll just replace them.
Of course, you could have told me that before I dropped it on the ground, and now I gotta put it on the storage.
I wasn't thinking.
You're making me.
We don't.
My carpal tunnel is starting to twitch, dude.
We don't do thinking here.
Somebody told me I did my math wrong in that video, and I said I don't do maths. there's two things that we say here. It's we don't do smart, and what's maths?
Must not have read the disclaimer at the bottom.
I know. Hey, what? Come on, go to my channel. Expect math. What the hell?
That's just rude.
That's totally rude. All right, I think my test is over. It's an hour and 25 minutes. I mean, I'm very happy with it. So I'm sitting here at 130 frames. I've got somebody on Glacio. The base is doing its thing. We've been running around. I'm mighty impressed with it. I did get Streamlabs working, so I'm able to stream. That was another part of this test, was being able to stream. And you guys hear everything okay, right? You hear Nerd, you hear DBA, you hear me. We're all pretty balanced. Is that correct? The video is good. The stream is coming out clean. Yeah.
But most importantly, you can hear me. Right?
That's what's most important.
Oh, Wreckfest. We should do a Wreckfest test. See if we get any oofs.
Oh.
Everything looks good, sounds good. Okay, great. We'll probably do another test sometime tomorrow afternoon. If I could get a Wreckfest test going with you guys, as many people as I possibly can, just to try it out, that'd be good. I've got to get the steering wheel all set back up again. I mean, there's a lot of things I have to do. I have to check to see if the video is looking, you know, the recording is looking good from this hour, 30 minutes, and all of that stuff. So anyways, I appreciate you guys joining me for this test, all 55. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not subscribers, please subscribe. If you're not a member of our social community, you can find descriptions, the links to the descriptions below, and make sure you hit the notification bell. What else? What other kind of stuff I say? Thank you, DBA and Nerd, for coming out and doing this little test with me. I really appreciate your support, gentlemen.
Well, you're welcome. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, guys. All right, people watching. We'll see you later.